In this video, I'm going to be going over 5 IPOs that I am personally going to be looking out for, and these are pretty much just hot upcoming IPOs in 2021, so I thought I'd share my perspective on these IPOs. So, if you don't know what an IPO is, it is an initial public offering, and this is pretty much where a company goes public and you can start to invest in these companies. So again, we have all heard of the IPOs. You know, when Uber did an IPO, Airbnb did an IPO. Another popular one was like GoPro back in the day. And again, IPOs is pretty much again where you can start to invest in these companies, and they're usually very hyped up because when a company hits an IPO, it means hey, you know, this company has proven itself to be a very like strong company and a company that is now looking for investors and looking to take things to the next level. So IPOs are always something that is very interesting. One thing that I always like to follow, a rule of thumb, is typically with hyped IPOs, what happens is people will just be ready to get in as soon as possible, and boom, the stock will shoot up for a bit, and then after that, it will all come tumbling back down. Again, this has happened with multiple IPOs in the past year, and again, IPOs tend to kind of be risky when you are first investing in them because you don't really know what people are thinking. And again, this is a lot of like uncertainty when a company first IPOs. Again, with that being said, let's get into the 5 IPOs that are going to be interesting to look at in 2021. Number 1 is actually Roblox. You know, a lot of people might not even know this company, but it's a company that kind of is like the bootleg Minecraft, in my opinion. Again, I have played video games and I still do play video games, and I'm actually invested in a video game company called Activision. But again, Roblox is just a new company that just seems to be, not a new company, sorry, but an up and coming company that just seems to be interesting in my opinion. You know, there are other IPOs out there in the gaming industry like Zynga, which used to make Facebook games, and you know, they aren't really doing well right now. But the reason why Roblox seems interesting is because not only do they have games, but they also have a system where people can make games on. Not only that, one thing that's very interesting is Roblox actually has 31.1 million daily active users. You know, that's quite a bunch of people. And you know, these users span over 180 countries, and people spend about 22 billion hours playing games over the past few months. Not only that, year over year, the revenues have jumped up 68%, which again is kind of interesting, and I'm assuming a lot of the company's money is made from microtransactions. Roblox just seems like an interesting company, and again, it's something that I don't really see myself personally investing in, just because when it comes to gaming companies, I'd rather invest in a company like Take-Two Interactive or Activision, as these are kind of like the industry leaders. Regardless though, it's going to be interesting to see how exactly Roblox does. Number 2 on the list is Coinbase. If you don't know what Coinbase is, it's actually an app that you can invest in cryptocurrencies. And recently, myself, I have been getting involved and invested into cryptocurrencies. I will have a video soon, don't worry. But Coinbase is one of those apps that people say, hey, this is the go-to to buy cryptocurrencies. You know, recently I've been doing a lot of research on how to safely buy cryptocurrencies, and I constantly see Coinbase popping up. And you know, here's one thing to always take a note. If cryptocurrencies are going to continue to grow, the apps that provide people accessibility to cryptos will obviously grow with that. In my opinion, I can see myself investing in Coinbase, but I want to know more about the company and I want to learn more about the company itself, how it makes money, as well as just cryptocurrency as a whole industry. Another thing I want to say is, you know, Coinbase really is something that is an industry leader when it comes to being like accessibility on how to invest into cryptocurrencies. Like I said, I really like to invest in things and companies that are the, I guess, quote unquote, industry leaders. You know, if you're not the best at what you do, there's no point in investing in the runner-up, again, in my opinion. With that being said, Coinbase just seems like a company that I will probably look into. Number 3 on this list is Bumble. If you don't know what Bumble is, it's actually a dating app similar to Tinder, and it's pretty much an app where I guess you like find people, and I don't know, like I've never used Bumble, but it's a dating app. The reason why I think this is interesting is because with the current times and how, you know, everything is evolving, I feel like a lot of people now, you know, you don't really get that real life interaction. Like there aren't really any people who say, oh yeah, like we just randomly met and we started talking. A lot of people now, you know, they slide into DMs, they use dating apps, and that's how they find people. And for that reason, I feel like, you know, this whole industry has a lot of potential, especially how a lot of things are virtual nowadays. Another thing to note is Bumble also has like, I guess, a friend mode where pretty much you just find friends. And you know, social media is obviously for that reason as well. But again, I feel like with social media, a lot of people use it to express themselves and not really to make friends, although you can make friends. I feel like with Bumble, now that there's an option that, hey, you can make friends using this app, it just seems like something that people will probably use in the future. Me personally, I don't think I will be investing in Bumble just because, again, like, I feel like my money is better spent than into a dating app. And I don't really see a company as such being able to just grow or innovate super like crazily. Like, I don't think this company will, be able to make a change in their app that has like some world changing innovations or anything like that. Another thing to know is obviously Bumble has the huge competitor that is Tinder. Like, I feel like there's those two. I don't really like. I think there's also one called like couch surfing or something. But again, like, I don't really see like that industry being like a super like industry that will like just take off or just do something crazy. Number 4 on this list is actually Petco. So if you don't know what Petco is, it's pretty much a store that sells like pet food and pet toys and stuff like that. The reason this is on this list is because it just is a company that has just been around and they've just been doing their thing. Again, I personally did have pets in the past. I still do have pets, and I mean I don't use Petco. I've never been there, but Petco is just like this is one of those companies that's like, hey, like it's just like a standard staple company. I don't really have anything to say. Obviously, they have competition. Will I personally be investing in them? No, probably not, because again, like, I don't know, like I just won't invest in Petco. One thing to note though is, I believe as people are just more dependent on, pets, I feel like, just the popularity of pets have just gone up. And just because of that, I feel like the company will also continue to grow. And there's some statistics to also note is the whole crazy thing that's been going on in 2020, that's actually helped boost sales. And net sales actually jumped by 9%. And again, like, it's very interesting to note that, hey, even though we have all this craziness going on in the world, people are still, buying pets and, taking care of their pets. Another kind of interesting thing to note is their ticker symbol is probably going to be woof. Like, obviously a dog goes woof. Fun fact, I guess. And now number 5, the last but not least, this is actually one that I'm kind of interested in. Similar to Coinbase, this is actually Robinhood. Now, if you don't know what Robinhood is basically an app that you can get stocks. You can buy stocks, you can sell stocks. I believe they also have options. Here's the thing though, unfortunately, they are not available in Canada. But from what I am hearing and what I do research on, Robinhood and Webull are like the two like stock market apps to go to in the United States. Now, with Canada, I personally use Wealthsimple Trade, which, by the way, if you use my link down below, you'll actually get free money to invest in stocks. Go check that out. And again, with Robinhood, there have also been like, I guess, some like controversy where people got their accounts hacked or like money has been like taken away. And there's like a bunch of news articles. Again, you guys can go look at those. But from my understanding, Robinhood and Webull are like those go-to apps, again, like when it comes to commission-free stock market trading. And obviously, similar to Coinbase and similar to crypto, people are just investing in stocks more. Education on investing is just so much more accessible. There's content creators like me and thousands, probably even hundreds of thousands of others who are preaching that, yay, you need to invest your money, you need to buy stocks. And with that popularity of investing coming up, I feel like a lot of people are going to be more inclined to invest into things. And the easiest way to invest is, probably on your phone, which is why apps like Robinhood, Webull, Wealthsimple are probably going to be doing well in the long run. Will I invest in Robinhood? I'm not 100% sure. Potentially, but again, I don't think this would be like something that's very important or big in my portfolio. With that being said, those are the 5 IPOs that I am personally going to be looking out for and that are kind of up and coming and that are kind of buzzing around. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you check out my stock market playlist. In 2021, I'm going to be making a bunch more videos on the stock market. And let me know if there is something specific that you want me to make a video on, and if so, I will be sure to do that. With that being said, my name is Radies. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And until next time, remember, stay seeking success.